time is 9:37. I tried to fall asleep. I went to bed at around 6:30 and I tried for 2 hours, not a single second of sleep. I just wanted to quickly run you through my TBR. There's a running theme of being set in olden day London, and I live in London, so that's great. I didn't do that intentionally, it just happened that way. First things first, I want to read The Foundling by Stacey Halls. I saw this book on bookshop shelves a few months ago and I bought it on sale in Costco, and I was like, I want to read it, so I feel like this is the perfect chance. And then the other two books are rereads, so I've got Clockwork Angel and Clockwork Prince by Cassandra Clare. I'm not going to finish all three books because in a readathon without sleep, the most I've ever gotten is just over 1,000 pages. But I'm intending to not sleep this time round, but I always say that, and the last few times I did sleep anyway. It is 11:52. I need to run downstairs and make myself a coffee because that's the best way to start these things, with a big rush of energy. I'm actually so excited. I don't think I've been this excited for a readathon before. I don't know why. I think it's just because so many people are joining in. So, yes. Midnight. I think you guys need to appreciate my coffee making skills. I need to start reading. I'm just sitting at my desk. I feel like this is a nice place to start. I kind of hate hardback books. It's 4 past and I just posted on Instagram and on Twitter about doing a reading sprint to kickstart the readathon. There's a map. I've only read like 4 pages, but I'm already invested. Is it dreamed or is it dreamt? It says dreamed, but I swear that it's dreamt. Are they spelled the same? Can you use both? It's 1:45 and I got to page 47. Considering the pace that I'm going at, if I do a little bit of maths, 368 pages. It should take me about 6 hours to finish if I go a page a minute. That sounds about good to me. That sounds right. That sounds fine. 6 hours. I'll finish by 6 AM. I wanted to talk about like the vibes of this book. After the first 2 chapters, there's a 6-year time skip, and the first 2 chapters are just a bit chilling. That's the only way that I can think to describe it. It makes life seem so dull. Not just dull, but creepy, but not scary. It's just that it's uncomfortable. The way that Stacey Halls writes, I really enjoy reading it, despite the fact that it kind of makes me feel on edge. She's got a skill in her writing. I don't think I've ever read anything in this particular style before. Hosting can be stressful work. I just spent time rushing messaging. But it's worth the time to text you guys back. It is 6:1 and I'm going to keep going. There are so many sirens going off outside. Can people stop getting in trouble in the middle of the night, please? When I say that it's like chilling, it strips the beauty of things down to just gross existence. She references drunk people as bloated creatures piled in alleys and doorways. Many things that could be romanticised, she just does the complete opposite. Like something as simple as coffee is described like this. I saw what coffee did to their eyes. It made their pupils blacker and larger, as though they were looking not at me, but inside their own minds. Something finally made me smile, and then I realised that it's her describing a memory of when she was happy. Quarantine really is messing up my head. It's set in the 1750s, and they're talking about going to each other's houses, and my first thought was, you can't do that. I think that we all need to get out of our houses. 3:32. For the word hope to be mentioned in present tense. I'm gonna go back upstairs because the windows are scary when it's dark. One thing that I've noticed is that it's really easy for me to get through a bunch of pages at a time in this book without realising that I've been reading. It's 1:56 and I just got to part 2, so I'm on page 107. I should have been on this page about 10 minutes ago according to my maths, but it's fine, I will just keep going. I just announced a sprint to start in 2 minutes, so from 20 past till o'clock. I am currently on page 119 and I want to get to page 151, I think. I think that's a nice milestone to hit by 3 o'clock. I found another line that's just, it's odd to me, look. The snow melted to slush and by Sunday morning was like a glossy layer of goose fat pressed along Devonshire Street. A glossy layer of goose fat. It's so different. It's really refreshing to read. Also, this is the kind of book that I think I would love to analyse. Like, if I studied this in school, I would have too much fun with it. So it's 3:03 in the morning. I'm on page 158. That's how far I am into the book. I'm going at a slightly slower pace than planned. But, like I always say, the most important thing is to enjoy yourself, which I am doing thoroughly. The perspective changed about 50 pages ago, and I think it'll be about 80 pages I checked before it changes back to the original perspective. I'm not sure how I feel about having such big chunks of the book in completely opposite perspectives, but I guess I just have to wait and see how the whole book comes together eventually. It is just quite sad in general, the book. There's an ending that I'm hoping for, and I genuinely could not tell you what my prediction is for the end. I just know what I want to happen. I have no clue what actually will happen. The occasional breaks have commenced. I just spent 15 minutes on social media replying to messages and stuff, and then I played a game of Rummy Cub online because my brain was getting tired and I wanted to wake it up, but then I realised that was probably just me procrastinating. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to this now. It's 3:33. Did I? Oh, I smudged my eyeliner. I'm feeling really tired, but I'm not gonna sleep. Should I nap? I'm really conflicted. I'll nap for 20 minutes. Last time I only slept for 20 minutes and I felt a lot better afterwards. But then again, I did get like 6 hours of sleep before my last readathon, and I got none before this one. So I'll nap for 20 minutes, and then I'll come back. I was gonna sleep to the point where I literally set my timers and everything. I want to not sleep this time. I'm feeling kind of confident on this. No, I'm not feeling confident. I'm feeling motivated. I don't want to sleep this time. Last night I got 6 hours sleep, and then I didn't sleep at all this night. So I don't know if I'll have to nap later in the day, but for now, I'm gonna keep reading. I'm kind of hungry, but I don't know if I actually am hungry or if it's just me being like bored. It's nearly 4 o'clock and I am halfway through the book. I'm at page 185. I'm about 50 pages behind, which is almost an hour behind in terms of the rate that I was trying to be at. But that ain't no problem. I've got myself a little tiramisu type thing. I'm just gonna eat this whilst I read. The sun's gonna rise soon. The sky's gone purple. It's 4:57. Getting into the second half of the book is so satisfying. Like, look at that. This is all I have left. Oh, it's light outside. First of all, here's Susie. Second of all, I just finished part 2 of the book and I nearly gasped when this one particular thing happened. It was just like the air was sucked out of my body. I'm at part 3 now, so the perspective switches back. I'm still processing what just happened in the book. Wow. It's just 1:06 AM. I've got 110 pages left. I love this book. That's all I have to say for now. So I just spent another 10 minutes on social media, but that's okay, because now I'm going to go back to reading. It's 6:15. Well, 6:17. I'm going to get through the next 50 pages, and then for the last 60 I'm going to do an hour-long sprint and try to finish it in an hour. You know, out of all the languages they could have chosen, they chose the one that I know. Luck or not. That means good night, but I'm staying awake. I'm not going to sleep. My eyes are closing. My makeup is smudged. I have 95 pages left. I'm so tired. It's 10 to 7. I'm on page 280 out of 370. No matter how many times I reread a single sentence, it will not go into my brain. It's like through one ear and out the other. Through one eye and out the other. So I'm going to take a 20-minute nap. For real this time. Last time I didn't need it. This time I've been contemplating it for ages. I just need to sleep. I'm so tired. I'm so sleepy. I can't keep my eyes open. That 20 minutes went by so fast. I'm up. Damn it, now I can't say I didn't sleep. It's fine. It's fine. That's not what this is about. This is about having fun. Still a bit annoying there. I'm going to be honest with you. I still feel really tired. I was expecting to be more refreshed from my nap than I am. But you know, it is what it is. I've gotten myself a Purdy's drink. Obviously, I'm not used to eating in the night, so I feel a bit nauseous. I think that even though I was really hungry and I had to eat, my body's like, what did you do that for? I've got 85 pages left, and I'm going to power through. Broke through page 300. I'm on chapter 18 now. That's how much I've got left. 70 pages. I've reached part 4. The time is nearly 8 o'clock, so I've got, I think, 57 pages left. I will get that done by 9 o'clock. I was aiming to finish this book at 6, but here we are, finishing at 9. I'm going to go and announce the sprint on Twitter and on Instagram. Part 4, back to the perspective of person B. Something that I like about this book is that it's very real. It doesn't romanticize entirely one side of the story and demonize the other. You can understand either way how it falls. You feel sympathy for both characters and you feel angry at both characters. And I feel like that's just a much more realistic representation of any sort of real life dilemma, rather than there being an obvious answer of who to support. I think that it's done quite well, especially because the insight into both characters is pretty much equal. Look, this is all I have left, and this is all I've read today. Why didn't I see this coming? Oh my god. It's 8:56. I just finished the book and I loved it. And I was really bracing myself for a sad ending, at least partly sad. And it was probably the happiest last chapter ever. Oh my god, that just brought the whole book together for me. I'm so glad that I read that. I recommend this book wholeheartedly. As you can see, I was picking up my nail polish. I should probably stop doing that, but you know, it is what it is. I'm going to process this whilst I check social media and eat my breakfast. I'm going to have bagels with cream cheese. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. Back in your little spot on the shelf. I loved reading you. You know, I honestly don't think that I've ever had this many people join in for one of my readathons. I've gotten so many messages from people who are joining in. It makes me very happy, and I just wanted to say that I really appreciate when you guys join in, even just for like a few sprints, and especially you guys that are going all out alongside me. It makes it so much more fun. It really motivates me to keep going with it, because they're really difficult to do, readathons. They're always really rewarding and they're worth it in the end, but in the moment it's quite hard to get through it sometimes, and having other people join in, it makes the experience so much better. I miss Will Herondale so much. I've finished my bagels, empty plate. I'm going to make a cup of tea. She kind of hates being picked up, but this is Nala. Nala, why do you like being stroked with people's feet? The cats keep asking to be fed, so Susie acting like a princess. How much sugar do you have this tea? I don't know, I never have a flat teaspoon. Is that normal? Or is it more? 1.5. I'm gonna let it dissolve before I add the milk. It's raining outside. It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. The starting of the second book has been pushed to 10 o'clock. Please listen to Taylor's new album. It's a masterpiece. Alyssa read this morning. Ella, did you read anything this morning?
I read yesterday on the Common. That's not this morning.
On the Common?
I went to the Common and I read my book for like 2 chapters. And then I left because it was big.
What are you reading? Oh, Upside of Unrequited.
Upside of Unrequited.
Are you liking it?
Yeah.
She's reading the version that I annotated. Alyssa, how's your book?
It's really good. Issa recommended it to me. I mean, it's kind of depressing at the moment, but it's really good.
Well, hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Guess how much I slept? Don't say none, because it wasn't none.
Really? You slept? Well done, Anna.
20
Well
minutes.
done. 20 minutes is more than 90 minutes.
That is true. Very true. Pa, you've been on your reading game, haven't you? You've been on top of it. You've been on top of your reading game.
Yes, I have been reading. Where's my book? That's my book.
Mm-hmm.
So far in the second part.
Second book. So this is 3 books in one.
Yeah, it's good. I recommend it.
Nice. Approved. Okay, so I'm back in my room. The time is 10:02. I feel like I should get changed because I'm in my pyjamas and that's going to make me feel more tired. So I'm going to do that, and then it's time to tackle this bad boy. I miss Will Herondale a little bit too much. I've only ever read the trilogy once. I like the idea of rereading books during quarantine because it kind of gives you a sense of normalcy and kind of comfort when everything is so different to normal. So I hope that this will take me back to when I was less stressed in year 8, just vibing, you know. So this is the book I've gone for. I'm about to get changed, like right now. Go. And I'm going to announce a reading sprint. How many pages? I calculated it. 475. Oh, it's not over 500 pages. 475 pages. Will is back. No way is he my age. Nah. Nah. I refuse to believe. I read this for the first time when I was 13. And now I'm 17 and it said he couldn't have been much older than she was, 17 or possibly 18. Bruh, nah, that ain't... Boys like him don't exist at the age of 17 or 18. I'm whipped. It's haunting us. It's 11 o'clock and I got to chapter 3, so I'm on page 57. Technically that means I've been going at about a page a minute during this sprint. I need to go brush my teeth because I kind of lost track of time and I need to go do that. I'm going to check social media again and then go straight back in. I feel like at this time of day it's when I'm best at just doing big chunks of reading with little breaks in between. I think it's time for the eye makeup to come off. It's already pretty much off. Okay. More or less gone. Later on, I want to do some exercise whilst reading. I'll probably just hula hoop. There's nothing else I can really do. And then I'll have a make a wish. I'm going to go for however long it takes me to get to chapter 5. So I'm just going to read 2 chapters and then I will go to eat. You see, if I was ever in Tess's situation, this is not a spoiler because it's literally the first chapter of the book. Basically, she thought she was human, turns out she can shapeshift. If somebody told me that I can shapeshift, I would actually just sign myself into a mental hospital. Like, I wouldn't believe it. I mean, I guess I don't really know unless it would happen. But, oh, I don't know, I actually have no clue. What would you do? Do you think that you would believe it? Or do you think that you're just going insane? When is this set? Victorian London.
Queen Victoria reigned as the Queen of the United Kingdom for 63 years, between June 20th, 1837 and January 22nd, 1901. Did that answer your question?
Yeah, it did, thank you.
Thanks for your feedback.
Mad, okay. I feel like it's so much later in the day than it is. This always happens whenever there's a readathon. Already in quarantine, my perception and sense of time is just out the window. But when I am then spending 24 hours reading and it's not even noon and I've finished a whole book, that's when it just, my mind's like, can you repeat please? But yeah, every single time, I'm never prepared. I always know that I'll be confused by the way time works when you stay up for so long. But I still, I feel like it's 5 PM. But no, it's not even noon. Will mentions Boudica when talking to Tessa, and she doesn't know who she is, and then Will says, if you were English, you'd know. Do Americans not learn about Boudica? If you're American, let me know, do you know Boudica? It is 12:13, and I got to chapter 5, page 103. I have to do that less than 4 more times. It should take me total just under 8 hours without breaks. I'm gonna go and get some lunch. I just attempted to say lunch, and I just... lunch. I'm gonna go get some lunch now. Thank you, Mama. So it is 12:56 and I just posted an announcement for a reading sprint starting at 0:00 until 1:45 for me. Oh my god, I've been doing this readathon for 13 hours. I didn't even clock that we got halfway. It's been 13 hours. Going strong. And that's on 20 minutes of sleep. I'm about to read. I'm going to set a timer on my watch because I hate having to constantly check the time to see when the sprint's finished. Okay, I was about to tell you what's happening in the book and then I realised I'm not going to spoil anything. No spoilers. Not allowed. Shh. Okay, so I saw the word dreamed again and I was like, I cannot be making this up about it being dreamt with a T on the end. So I looked it up and it's British English is dreamt. Other English speaking countries is dreamed. I was like, I'm looking at the word dreamed and I'm like, that looks so wrong. It's because British English dreamt. So my sprint is meant to go for another 4 minutes. I'm on page 130, so I only read 28 pages. I keep, closing my eyes, and one of my number 1 rules is don't just close your eyes for a second, because you will fall asleep. Even though I was planning to get to page 200, not 130 before going to buy an energy drink, I think I'm going to go buy a Red Bull. I'm going to go on a little adventure to the local shop with my mask, because I am a sensible individual. I've got my money. There are 2 shops that I can go to. I'm going to go to the one that isn't Waitrose because I feel like Waitrose is going to be more expensive. Keep my socks and sandals. This drink is literally like pure sugar. What more do you need? It's also got taurine in it. With Red Bull, I literally the feeling goes to my head immediately. Straight away, I will have this energy rush. I really feel it. I've only had a few sips. Cheers. Absolutely amazing. This makes me really hyper. Sugar rush. I've got a sugar rush. I got a Red Bull. You're mean. Sugar. Honestly, Red Bull gives you wings. I hope the sugar rush helps and doesn't just distract me. Okay, so Morgan's Bookshelves on Instagram DM'd me a really good idea to do a live stream of reading together to kind of motivate me and other people who are taking part in the readathon to read more. And I put a poll on my Instagram saying if I did an Instagram live stream at 5 o'clock British summertime, would people join? And so far people are saying yes. So I'm actually really nervous to do a live because like uploading videos to YouTube is very different because I can edit everything. My plan for the live stream is literally just to sit in silence and read together. It'll just be for half an hour from 5 till 5:30. Okay, so this is my studio for vibing, you know, as you do. How have I taken 1700 steps today? Is that literally just from going, oh, I went to the shops. I like to read aloud when I'm in here. I don't know why. I think it just keeps me focused on the reading rather than the exercise that my core and legs are doing. I've read just over 8 pages in just over 15 minutes. I can't visualise, right? I've got aphantasia. So in order to grasp a scene, I have to read it slowly to fully understand what it's like because I just have a list of facts in my head about a particular place. So when I read aloud, it slows me down and I process everything and I'm a lot more capable of understanding what's happening in the scene. That is the first 20 minutes finished. There we go. Timer started. Another 20 minutes. Let's go. That is my 40 minutes done. And my legs ache. I'm on page 158. I'm gonna have some raspberry sorbet. Look how pretty the colour is. Look, it's so pretty. Time is 4:38. I am on page 175. I've got 300 pages left of the book, and to be honest, I had such a solid plan. And I don't really know what happened to the plan. I'm trying to think of where I lost my time, so I think it's just my breaks for meals were bigger than I was expecting. Also, it's more difficult work than you'd expect actually hosting it. I want to reply to every single person who messages me, so I took the time out of my reading to do that because it's one of my favourite parts of doing a readathon. I have got 20 minutes until I live stream. Like I said, I'm still nervous. I don't really know why I'm so nervous. Let's get it. Let me know in the comments if you watched the live stream. I just finished the live stream and I think that was actually like the highlight of my quarantine. I've got a ton of book recommendations. I think I've got 4 post-its full. I didn't read a single thing, but I don't mind at all. I really enjoy myself and looks like I'm going to be doing more live streams in the future. So follow me on Instagram. It's going to be linked down below. Sorry, I'm a bit hyper now. That really gave me lots of positive energy. I was very nervous, but I'm very glad that I did it. I should go and continue reading now. I did some maths. And technically, I have to read just under 50 pages an hour, all the way until midnight, in order to finish the book. Some people said I can do it. I don't know myself if I can do it. Because I am quite slow, especially as it gets towards the evening. It's 5:45. 6 is when it starts getting bad. I should blow out this candle. I'm just gonna take my time, read at the pace that I choose. That's enough talking. I think I just spoke without breathing for about 2 minutes. I love everybody who watches my videos and who joined the live stream, and yes, thank you. It's so funny reading this a second time around, knowing what's gonna happen later on. It's funny because so often in this book and in The Foundling they talk about being sleepy and like going to sleep or waking up drowsy, and I'm like, oh my days, stop talking about sleep because I'm about to fall asleep if you keep saying the word sleep. finally made it to chapter 9. I was meant to hit this part in the book, what time? Like 3.5 hours ago. But that's calm. By the time I hit the next chapter, I will be halfway through the book. I'm gonna stop you because you've been going for half an hour. I'm gonna light this candle. I've got these really cute matches, look. I got them in Thailand. They're really cute. I'm halfway through the book now. I did say that I care less about ships, which is true. I do care less about ships, but oh my, I still get excited. Okay, so I'm back for an I Love Will Herondale update. I Love Will Herondale, that is it. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. It's 8:01, page 261. That's what it looks like from the side. The rain started again. Okay, so I blew out the candle when I went downstairs, and I feel like I'm just not vibing hard enough. My brain does not want to read. So, I have a theory that if I go and light the candle again, the vibes will be back. Also, if I dim the lighting, I know it's bad for your eyes to read in darker light, but it'll still be light, but just not my main lights. Like, let me show you. Look, it's more cozy now. I lit the candle, and I turned on my desk lamp and tilted it towards me. And the light's just less harsh. I like the rain sounds. I know why they're acting this way. 'Cause I've read the trilogy all the way through, but it still hurts to read. It's 17 past. I might announce a reading sprint from 20 past till o'clock. It's very frustrating because I just had to spend about 5-10 minutes clearing out space on my phone so I can continue filming. But it's fine, it doesn't really matter. I really love it in a book where someone has been holding in their anger and their patience and then they just let it all out. And it's just like putting someone in their place. Oh, I have never exploded in anger in the ways that like some people do. But the day that I do break, oh my god, it's over for everyone. I love Jem. I love Jem. I think I'm pretty similar to Jem, but he's just less stubborn than I am. I'm like a BTEC version of him, you know? But some of the ways that he deals with Will, oh my god, it sends honestly, and it's their dynamic and the way they deal with each other, and it's so nice to read about. It's nearly 10 PM. I love this book and it's getting to a very exciting part, but I am so tired. Can you see? I actually look exhausted. I look so tired. Because I am tired. I could easily get to page 400 in the next 2 hours, but whether my brain will allow me to, that's the real question. Just gonna have to wait and see. I went to splash my face with cold water to cool me down and wake me up. I have also opened the window both to cool me down and wake me up, and the candle smell got a bit suffocating. If I get to chapter 18, that's page 404, that means I need another 77 pages in 1 hour and 52 minutes. Easy. This is the hardest part now. The last hour and a half. It's not the reading that's hard, it's the staying awake. Like, if I manage to stay awake, then I can read fine. But it's just so hard. Page 340. It's pretty solid. Despite my exhaustion, I will say there's something I have noticed. When it's late in the evening, I find it a lot easier to get lost in a story. Just entirely lost. I don't know if it's because I'm at the end of the book, so there's more action, or if it's something else, but I do think that me being more tired and coming towards the end of the readathon, my body just allows me to sit and enjoy the book. I guess a positive of being utterly exhausted at this time of night. I get to just sit and read for a few hours with absolutely nothing else on my mind, and it's nice. That's the best kind of reading, when you have no distractions and you just get completely lost. The time is 11:58. I hit page 400 and I'm technically in the middle, like, I was going to go to the end of the chapter, but I know that the chapter will finish with a cliffhanger, so if I go to the end of the chapter, it's like I can't really stop, so I feel like this is a nice, comfortable place to stop, considering I know what's going to happen next, so I don't feel too scammed, you know? But yeah, that's how much of the book that I read today. I did hope that I'd be able to finish it, but here we are, it's fine. I was 76 pages short. It is what it is. I thoroughly enjoyed myself today. There's still a minute left until the end. What do? Do I just talk to you? I'll just start finishing up. I've really enjoyed myself. I am very glad with the progress that I made. I loved The Foundling. It was so good. It was so good. I really recommend it. Ah! Damn, I did it. I want to count up how many readathons I've done. I have read a total of 764 pages I read today. I only slept 20 minutes. I didn't use audiobooks. I think this might be one of the best performances in terms of how I feel about how I did. Because I got a lot of pages done, I barely slept, but I still thoroughly enjoyed myself and I loved the books that I read and took my time when I needed. I think I'm just really developing a skill here. I'm learning how to keep my brain functioning for extended periods of time. Kind of preparing me for uni, you know? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This was my 9th 24-hour readathon. And that's in what? In 2 years? Well, I guess that is it. Wow, it's really finished already. Well, thank you so much for watching. All of my social media will be linked in the description down below. I also made a new Twitter account at Athroneofbooks. If you've logged it, leave the link to your video down below. I've been checking the hashtag and things that I've been tagged in all day, and it's just, I think this is the readathon where most people have interacted, or just most people have done it, I'm pretty sure, and joined in with me, which really just, it means so much to me that people are joining in and enjoying themselves, and it just, you feel such like team effort, team power to get through it. And some of you are still going as of right now, and you will be for the next God knows how many hours. I'm going to go and sign off on all the social media threads and stuff that I've been uploading throughout the day, and then I'm going to go and sleep. I've set my alarm for 10 AM tomorrow. That's the latest I've set my alarm in so long. I'm sending hugs. Hugs. Bye-bye. Hey guys, it's Hannah from November 7th, and I'm hoping that I'm going to upload this video today. Thank you so much for bearing with me. I have had the most insane start to an academic year that I ever have. I mean, it's my final year of secondary education. Finally made it here. You've been so patient with me. I haven't been able to spend much time editing, which is why this video is so long. I haven't uploaded in so long, so I hope that you don't mind that it's a bit longer than normal. Just thank you for bearing with me and for waiting. Guess that's it. Hannah from the 7th again. The video is getting out today. I just wanted to say that the US election results have just been announced, and goodbye Trump. Finally. I'm just gonna say one thing. If you support Trump, and I mean this in the rudest way possible, you're an awful human being. And I don't like you. Have a horrible life. Bye bye.